Well, hello everyone. This is Mac Atkinson, and along with my sister Janet, we'd like to welcome you all to the August 2018 Sunwriter Fusion Network conference call. Very excited to be bringing you a wrap-up of our 2018 Grand Convention, Building Dreams Together. Before we get started, I want to just give a quick disclaimer, as we always do, that none of the information provided in this presentation is intended to represent a diagnosis or cure of any illness or disease. Very excited. We have four really cool guest speakers with us this month. Rachel Rounds, Jackie Mellon, Wendy Huff, and Judy Densler. And welcome, ladies. Hope you're all here and ready to rock.
Hi, Matt.
Hi there. Hey, for sake of time and so forth, I just wanted to start with this picture here of Building Dreams Together. This is the photo that was taken outside of the Anaheim Convention Center, and it represents all of the North American team, of which we all are. And again, you know, ladies, I want to thank you again here in the beginning of this call for being on, because we're all of what we're calling Team Arizona these days, and we're doing meetings together, which we'll talk about at the end of the presentation, and kind of all of us falling under the umbrella now of Bob and Donna Dara as our upline. So with that said, I'd kind of like to jump right into convention, because that's what we're here to talk about today. And Jackie, I know that you're out running around and you've been kind enough to join us by phone. So I want to start with you. Would you kind of just give us your overview of convention, why you think it was important to be there, anything that stood out to you in terms of the learning or the fun experiences, and why you think people should be attending these events?
Thanks, Mac, for this opportunity. I really enjoyed convention this year. I thought it was very exciting. I always enjoy meeting in Anaheim. I love that area. And there were several things that I got out of convention this year. Great that we have Bob and Donna Dara as our upline now. They give us such great support, and it's awesome to be working as a team, as a group, and it was just so exciting to be at their recognition meeting, and saw UMAC get awards. Judy got awarded. I got an award. That was fun. So the team spirit was very important to me. I was also excited by the meetings I attended. I went to the Nutrition and Slim Down Challenge meeting, and that gave me motivation to start a Slim Down Challenge group in Mesa, and I'm excited to be starting that this Thursday. The company has really worked hard at making it easy for us to do these meetings, and with all the support, the webinars, the videos, everything that they're doing for us now. And then I also went to the networking meeting, and I learned more about how to use Facebook and Instagram to network and increase my business. One of the other things I enjoyed was, of course, meeting with friends and other people that are in the business. The reason why I think it's important for us all to attend is because it's motivational. We get ideas from other IBOs, and it's uplifting. We get more product knowledge, more business. We'll attend next convention in Las Vegas. It's going to be less expensive for people to attend, and it might bring in a different group of people who live closer to the Nevada area. So I think that will be really exciting.
Absolutely. Jackie, thank you. You were kind of fading out there. I know that you're in the middle of a big thunderstorm over in Mesa right now. So again, thank you for being able to join us the way you did. And for those that might have not heard what Jackie was saying in that last sentence, what you were commenting on was the fact that convention in 2019 is going to be in Las Vegas. And there's a slide at the end of the presentation that will share a little bit more information with folks on, but couldn't agree with you more. I'm excited about kind of a change of venue. Heck, everybody loves to go to Vegas, so it should be a fun time next year. Jackie, thank you so much for joining us. Any last words, or can you still hear us?
Yeah, I can still hear you. I'm also excited about a couple of the new products that are coming out.
Yeah.
The Action Caps Fit, and which burns brown fat, and the new gummies and strawberry. We all got to experience those, and that's a really great product too.
Right on, right on. Thank you. Well, hey, I appreciate this. If I may, for sake of time and so forth, I'd like to kind of turn now to Rachel. Rachel, same basic question to you. What did you think of convention this year? What did you like most about it? Give us your highlight tour, if you would.
Okay. Oh, thank you. I'm so honored to be here with my Arizona buddies, and convention. One of my thoughts about that is that they Sunrider puts this on for us for our benefit, and so to take advantage of it is really a great benefit. And I love looking forward to bumping into even the Chins, and just everybody is there that is really, they're like-minded, and we get to learn more, and my vision broadens whenever I go, which is always helpful. You know, you don't think you're just in your little home area. I look forward to bringing my questions to anybody there who has their different expertise. It's always exciting to go to Anaheim, and we just get to see so much there, being close to the headquarters. And one of my highlights was in the Candescent class. And normally, well, at times we've tried on makeup and stuff, but this time we had some speakers to listen to, and one that was really exciting to me was, she's a professor of dermatology, and her name is Dr. Linda Doan. And so she talked about, full on Sunrider is her go-to makeup, and she talked about the reasons why skincare is important, the right skincare, and that also letting people realize that the skincare industry is not regulated, and so all of the care that Sunrider does into their products is not necessary to have a skincare, but we're very fortunate to have that. So she taught us a lot about that, and it was fun at the booth that I got to help with the product experience booth, handing out those new Action Caps Fit products, and people were really excited about that, and get to share our experiences and seeing everybody's kind of warm up from it and feel it working right away. So
those are great comments. And before you go on, just a couple of quick things. You and I sat next to each other during that Candescent presentation, and it was great because we've done Candescent meetings together in the past over the years, and it's something I know that we've chatted about in terms of starting again more regularly in and around the Phoenix and even Tucson areas in terms of supporting each other with Candescent, because couldn't agree with you more. I mean, we have something truly spectacular in terms of our Candescent products, especially our skincare as well as the color cosmetics. And like you, I really enjoyed Dr. Doan's presentation. Very, very informative. And I actually had a chance in the VIP lunch afterwards to sit next to her and Wendy, and we chatted for a full hour as we were eating, just about the type of things that Dr. Doan is seeing in the skincare industry, and the type of issues people are having with their skin, and how they either treat it well or they treat it so badly. And to your point, she made several comments, exactly what you were saying, about the fact that Sunrider chooses to use the finest ingredients, chooses to not use parabens, chooses to make the very best in skincare where they really are not required to do so. And, you know, that kind of fits right back into that whole philosophy of regeneration that we've talked about so many times. So fabulous, Rachel. Any other comments, or did you have any goals coming out of convention?
Just to really utilize Bob and Donna,
Mm-hmm.
their experience. I shouldn't say just to. One thing that just really, I'm just so excited for everybody else to meet them. We've gotten to know them here.
Right.
And so with their leadership, and if we will listen to them and kind of emulate what they're teaching us and going to be teaching more, that's what I'm really, really excited about. And then the rapid funnel, to be able to utilize that more. So we didn't get a workshop on that, but it's in the.
It sure.
You can talk more about that, but we're really excited about that.
I'll chat a little bit more about that here at the end too, because I know that's something that the company is focused on. And well, anyway, I'll save that for a few minutes down the road. But Rachel, thank you so much. Appreciate you being on. And any last comments before we move on?
Yes, I'm excited for all the young people that are really jumping on and
absolutely.
Yeah, and get to show them that they can have everything they want.
Right on. Well, and you know, that's probably a great segue, if you don't mind, to Wendy, because Wendy, one of the things that I certainly noticed about you being at convention this year is you had your son with you, just like I had my 24-year-old daughter with me. And I can't remember if it was your son's first experience at convention, but it certainly was my daughter's. And Wendy, tell us a little bit about your convention experience. Was it great having your son with you? What did you guys end up doing that you enjoyed?
Yeah, it was really, really fun having Eric with me. And Eric had grown up with Sunrider. He's been going to the convention since he was a little boy.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, but this was different, because he's 36. So, but he was kind of looking at the business again, and because he loves the products, and so he was looking at that. And yeah, we had a great time. We were, just close to Disney downtown, and we went down and watched the fireworks. And we just had a really great time. And it was really, I love the direction that the company's going. They are attracting more young people. And, for us, it's kind of like doing it all over again. They were talking about FORM, F-O-R-M. I mean, I learned that 30 years ago, the acronym that stands for Family, Occupation, Recreation, Material, Desires. And I had taught that to Eric when he was 3 or 4 years old. If he didn't know what to say to people, just say, "How's the family? What do you do for work?" And so here we were going over all of these things again. I loved the points that Donna Ehrlich made. And she talked about not focusing on the negative, solving problems, building strong relationships, doing something that's significant, personal development, paying attention to your character, people skills, all of these things that really help us to be successful. And then she said, to experience greatness in our lives, there's no better exercise than bending down and lifting someone else up. And I thought that was great. And I really was able to make a lot of goals. And one of them is to bring more people to convention, to bring people down to the meetings. I just sent out an email inviting people to the meeting, and I've gotten replies from people I hadn't heard from in years. They're so excited there's meetings in Phoenix and Scottsdale. And let's see what else. They talked about taking limitations out of your mind. And I was really excited about the new product, the Action Caps Plus. I love the demonstrations with burning fat. Mm-hmm. And Eric is very motivated, and it's great.
Well, Wendy, thank you so much for sharing the way you just did. And I'm really excited to hear that Eric kind of caught the vision towards the Sunrider business opportunity from being there. I know Chloe, my daughter, came back just pumped, from convention and feels exactly the same way. And I had to laugh just a minute ago when you were talking about chatting with Eric back when he was 3 years old about form, FORM, because the reason I found it funny was just yesterday, Chloe and I were talking about, okay, well, how do you approach people and being in integrity and all of that? And that's exactly what I was chatting with her about too, is just talking to people, building the relationship, asking about family, what they do for work, etc. And in a short period of time, you're going to hear some of those answers or those needs coming back, which again allows us all to stay in integrity as we present Sunrider as a potential solution. So I thought that was just right on, and I'm so glad that you were there too. And it sounds like you guys had a great time enjoying being so close to Disneyland, which was always a favorite for Chloe and I. As a matter of fact, I have to admit, when convention ended that Saturday night, Sunday morning, we were in line first out there for Disneyland ourselves. And we did 3 days straight. And Chloe wears a Fitbit, one of the watch things, and we counted somewhere between 18 and 22,000 steps per day we got in over those next 3 days each day.
Oh, wow.
So, we kind of walked until we dropped and did our Disneyland thing. So, gotta love it. Wendy, any other last comments from you regarding convention before we move on to Judy?
I love the strawberry gummies. They're delish.
Yes, they are. Those are good. Well, then I have a slide with them coming up here in just a little bit too, so that we'll share a little bit more information on. But I'm right there with you, and it's nice we can open the tin a little bit easier now too.
Yeah, I think also just for people to know, if they come to convention, the entertainment at the end is fantastic. I mean, oh my goodness, it was wonderful entertainment.
I know, couldn't agree with you more. And this was the first year in a couple of years I actually stuck around myself for the dance afterwards as well. And Chloe and I cut the rug out there a little bit for half an hour or so, and hung out with people afterwards. So yeah, it was a fun Saturday evening gala. That's for sure. Awesome. Wendy, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Judy, you still there with us?
I'm hanging in.
Hey, last but hardly least, for sure. Hey, before you start, I just want to, not excluding you, Wendy, it's just that you had other things to do, but I want to, Judy, thank you, Rachel and Jackie and Lisa Powers too, obviously, who's not on the call with us now, for being my companions at the product experience area. I'll wait to hear your comments on it, Judy, but I got to say, I had a ball that day. Folks, if you were there, you saw this, but for those that weren't, Rachel and Lisa were handling the Action Cap Fit sampling and stamping cards for people so they could earn a little Why I Love Sunrider button. Jackie was working the blender for 3 hours straight, making protein plus shakes, and Judy and I were covered with them because we were the ones pouring and handing them out to everybody. So it was quite a day for sure at the product experience area. So, Judy, tell us about your experience at the convention.
Well, Mac, that's exactly what I was going to begin with, because one of my highlights was actually doing the work at the product fair, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I felt like the company decorated to the nth degree this year and went all out, but it's especially fun to work with people you love to be with, and then also to give back. So that's what I felt like we were doing, and frankly, we worked our socks off, but it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. So I have to even say that was one of my highlights. And also, I particularly like the focus on the second generation, I think they're calling it, and with the our kids joining us, and of course with Eric there, Wendy's son. He's a special friend of mine because I've watched him grow up, and I'm very impressed with his professionalism. And I think if we have others like Eric, we'll be we don't have anything to worry about for downline. And it was a thrill to meet Chloe. And I have to say, my hat's off to a young person to step into that arena and to carry themselves so well. It shows training, but it also shows the right attitude of the kind of people we want to carry on our legacy, if that if that's the right word. So I was very impressed with Chloe. I love the demo with you and Chloe, you putting on her makeup, and I certainly a new facet to like about you, Mac. I didn't think there was any more, but there you keep unveiling them. So very impressed. I am happy about the new ownership at the top with the Daras. I do think they bring something to the table. I was very impressed with how they went all out for our family reunion night, which they certainly wouldn't have had to, but they did. And I think they definitely bring something to the table. I'm mostly in the aspect of, I think now Mac has someone to share the load with, in a sense. Not that he's ever appeared burdened by us, but I really like that aspect as well. We're fortunate here to have Mac, and especially in Arizona, I feel like we even get him a little more than maybe some of you do out there on the call. But we have such outstanding leadership and such an exciting group. I have to say, I don't want to make anyone else feel bad, because anyone can make a business in Sunrider, but we have so much going for us. And I think that if you were at the convention, you too would have been especially impressed with Mac and his talk on the leadership day. So we have so much to work with and so much assistance. So I love that. And I've already said it, but I love the people I work with. And I don't know how many people can say that. And that means everything to me, and it attracts like-minded people. And I really appreciated the Daras. I think in their talk, they kind of helped us with the numbers, because sometimes we wonder, what am I doing wrong? What am I not saying? Like, I thought that person would be great at this business, but really, it's not that many that really are there to build a business. But there are those few, and we're working with them now, and there's others out there. But also, because the products are so good, we don't want to fail to sponsor and to keep building, because it's everyone can have a share, and everyone loves the products. And Dr. Chin did a nice job on Sunrider fulfilling the 4 main concerns. And since that's been on the internet, I won't go into that, because then that probably takes up too much time. But I think the convention is special because you get to focus on your business, be with others that have the same focus at that time, and yet in a relaxed setting. Because and some of the crazy things that happen at first seem, I don't want to do that, like the superhero party and that. But it turns out to be extremely fun to see people, others' creativity, and other ways to express yourself and just to enjoy one another. So I think the whole aspect of the convention is extremely rewarding, and there's something there for everyone, and a lot of things you'll enjoy that you at first think you might not, as I'm kind of that kind of person. But I'm always, I always enjoy everything, even when at first I think, I don't know if I want to do that. I always end up wishing I had done it even more. So I encourage everyone to attend the convention. I'm looking forward to the Las Vegas convention. That's so different and unique, but I really appreciated that we could sign up for it at the convention. And I was so thrilled with the convention while I was there. I've already signed up. And that, again, is something not exactly usual for me. So Wendy took one of my favorite quotes, and that was the best exercise for the heart is to bend down and lift someone else up. I love that. 2 other quick ones. Happiness is created by both of your hands. And another one is that if you have a higher goal, your difficulty will be less. And so I think if we think about that a minute, we can come up for reasons, but maybe that's for future calls or for some of our specialized talks, perhaps. But I was thrilled with it all. I encourage everyone to attend, and it's my pleasure to share and help anybody to build their business.
Well, Judy, thank you so much. And I appreciate, again, you sharing the way that you did. And, I want to come back to one thing before I kind of give my little impression of convention that you had talked about. And it had to do with carrying on with our business and continuing to sponsor, because, well, I'll only speak for myself. The rank of icon elite. I mean, I know that there are times when you get to a certain rank or you're a certain position or something where it's easy just to kind of be in maintenance mode, if you will. Okay. And certainly I remind myself each and every year, and that's why I go to convention too. So I can be associated with, you know, this large group of people that have similar needs and visions for what they want to create. It inspires me, it pushes me, and it reminds me that we all need, no matter what our rank, no matter what our level is, to continue to sponsor and to introduce these great opportunities to people that come into our lives. So Judy, thank you so much. You know, for me, got way ahead of myself there. For me, a lot of these conventions too are for being with Sunriders around the world. And this is just one picture because I didn't want too many slides, but this is part of our Team Australia group that came. Well, I know the flight, 14 and a half hours from Sydney to LAX. I can assure you it's no shorter than that. They came a long distance. They were at convention. They were excited, and they all left really pumped up. And the little lady that you see right here, Mrs. Tai, she broke as an Ace Royal last month in our organization. So again, just great group of people. It's fun from being around folks from around the world that come in. Judy, you made a comment about not necessarily going into convention with the feeling that some of like these dress up events were going to be much fun and stuff. And I was the same way, because the first day, the original party that we had was the VIP party, and it was an old Hollywood theme. And somewhere in that picture, you'll find me, but we all kind of dressed up as an old Hollywood theme. I tried my best to play James Dean, but wasn't even close. But what was really fun about that party was, again, people were in costume. People were loving it. The Chins host a great party. This was done at their hotel, the SLS in Beverly Hills. And we all had a great time. And one of the most fun things for me is they had actually hired a couple of actors, studio people from Hollywood to come in and dress up like Lucy and Marilyn Monroe. And Marilyn was singing her songs, and Lucy was getting around and talking to people, and it was just a very fun evening. And again, it was a cap to a great day that really started for me in terms of the leadership training, and had a lot of fun there. I was honored to be asked to speak, and basically, you know, covered a few things that I always like to share with people in terms of why and what they should be doing with their business, which is, you know, identifying your why and creating your dream boards and goals, developing good habits around your business, identifying your personal baggage so it doesn't hold you back, bringing passion to your business, and of course, treating this opportunity like a business. And I'll just share one other thing there, and it has to do with the good habits, because I must have had, oh gosh, no less than 20 people ask me to repeat this for them in the days following the presentation. But one of the things I shared were 5 questions I ask myself every day, 3 in the morning and 3 at night. 3 in the morning are, what am I most happy about today? What am I most grateful for? And what am I most proud of? And the 2 in the evening are, what did I learn today and what did I contribute today? And so, again, I just wanted to share those with everybody. They're questions that kind of keep me on track with my life and my business, and hopefully they can be some help to you all too. We talked some about the product experience area already. And again, my thanks to Judy, to Jackie, to Rachel, and to Lisa for being my my team members and support there. Judy, I'm right there with you. We had a ball doing that. I'm so happy that Sunrider asked us to participate in that. You're right. My feet were tired at the end of that day, but man, it was a great time being able to interact with all of the Sunriders from around the world that came past our booth and just shared a little bit of time with us. So lots of fun. You guys all spoke a little bit about the new products, and it's true. We have our Smart Gummy here, the Smart Gummy Strawberry. Tin is very easy to open. They are absolutely delicious. They're packed with fiber. Half a tin of these represent basically a full day's worth of fiber, so be careful in terms of the number that you eat, but they are absolutely yummy. The other product that was released was our Action Caps Fit. And Wendy, I think you touched a little bit on this one, and maybe Rachel, you too, but these are fabulous in that they are developed and are formulated to really activate the brown fat in our body, which burns up the bad white fat that we all want to get rid of. And I know for me, as a 60-some-odd-year-old man, that tends to be right around the middle. And no matter how many karate classes I go to, no matter how many sit-ups I do, I still have a need to be burning that extra stuff around the middle. And that's something that the Dr. Ruben Chin spoke about on the corporate call earlier this week as well. Great list of ingredients, lingonberry, Garcinia fruit, green tea concentrate, fabulous ingredients. They all have something that really support what happens with this particular product. And again, in our newsletter, which this call will accompany, I will include the product fact sheet for Action Caps Fit, so everyone can see this information for themselves. Wendy, you would mention it because Eric, I think, attended this, but the youth mixer, and Chloe's there, right there in the middle. And yeah, in speaking with her, I mean, she had a lot of fun because this was a mixer specifically for the younger generation. Matter of fact, Roz, the country manager for North America, told me I could not enter the room even though I tried. It was strictly for the young people. And I'm glad it was perfect for that, because one of the things that Chloe talks about, and we'll get, Wendy, maybe we can get our second or third generations on a call one time in a month or so coming up here, just to let them share, not about convention, but what they're doing with their businesses. But I know Chloe really enjoyed this event. It was a fabulous evening for them. And that kind of led immediately afterwards into the family reunion night. And sorry about the quality of some of these pictures, but as you guys have talked about, Bob and Donna Dara sponsored this family reunion for us. It was a wonderful evening and event, and we had a lot of fun. This just happens to be a picture of myself, Chloe, and Josh Colas, the business development manager for North America. The Daras had a photo booth there for us, so we could do all kind of funny photos. And let's see, that's me, that's Josh, that's Carolyn Passy, the manager from Western Europe, and Zoltan Didi from one of our Hungarians that attended convention. So this is just one example of some of the fun we had at the photo booth that night. You guys had mentioned the awards we received, and here's a great picture. I wanted to put this up here because this shows you kind of the power of the organization that we're part of under Bob and Donna, because all of the people up there are Ace Royal, Hero, Hero Elite, Hero Royal, Icon, or Icon Elite. So this was just a very small portion of the group that actually attended the event, but these are truly the leaders of this team that Bob and Donna have underneath of them. A lot are part of our group. Some of it are part under Karen Dees and other folks. But man, oh man, this is a really power-packed group, and I'm so honored to be a part of this, and was so happy to be there that evening to be up there with you all. Next day for me, Rachel, just like you had said, I mean, I was one of, I think, 4 men in the room, but I've always loved Candescent. I've always loved the idea of quality skincare and what it's all about. And Wendy did a fabulous job of handling the presentation that day. We had Dr. Doan, which we've already spoken about there, and we had a top model, a supermodel, McKenna Breeze, I believe her name is, actually sharing her story in terms of how she discovered Sunrider and the cosmetics and the skincare that she uses. So again, a fabulous day. Second thing I went to was Josh Colas when he was talking about social media, and Josh has become a good friend over the last year, and man, he can really help us in terms of kind of breaking through that comfort zone on social media. And I have to admit, I'm one of those people. I mean, I go on Facebook occasionally, I'll post a few photos, I'll make a few comments, I will like, comment, and share as much as I feel comfortable in doing, but I really need to break through and start using some of the other tools like Instagram and a variety of things that can help us to create groups of like-minded people and then ultimately develop our business. That evening was the Hero Party, and I got to tell you, we had a ball. This was, again, another one where you dress up as a superhero, and I was making my best attempt at Indiana Jones that night, and you probably can't see it, but I actually have my whip down here as well. So here I am with Oved, the manager from Israel, and Istvan, the manager from Hungary, who are two guys I spend a lot of time with, especially Istvan here. And, of course, Batman and Robin, a.k.a. Bob Dara and Donna Dara, are uplined. So again, just a fabulous evening that night of camaraderie and friends. The next day was the gala day, and Judy or Wendy, one of you had mentioned me being on stage with Chloe and doing a Candescent thing, and we did. And while we were waiting backstage, I just snapped this photo because you can't it doesn't do it justice here, but it was a beehive back there. There must have been 20 people running around, all of the production people making sure that everything comes off without a hitch in terms of what's going on the front of the stage. So I just wanted to give people a perspective behind the stage. And that was a great day for me. I mean, it started by being awarded the Icon Elite Award from Sunwriter, which was a tremendous honor for me. And again, I don't take any credit for that. It's all of the leaders, Wendy, Judy, all of you guys that make up my organization as leaders that allow me to have that honor. So my thanks go to you guys. This is just a couple of pictures of Chloe on stage. And Judy, you said it, and I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, I was so proud of her, not only this experience where she allowed me to do her makeup on stage, but she was really pushed beyond her comfort zones, this thing. I mean, I was busy the entire time. She came into LA. She had no idea who anybody was. She went by herself to the buses. She did the facility tour by herself. She did the youth mixer by herself. She really pushed herself in terms of her comfort zone. And I was so proud of her for getting out there and just stepping into the whole experience. And man, we had a ball that day. And there were two other couples up there, Rita Harrington and her son Mark, and a nice, I guess it's a daughter-father team from China who actually won the contest, but I really think Chloe and I were the best, but that's just
Absolutely.
But,
She was very cute.
oh, I know. It was, I had a perfect palette to work with, that's for sure. But, and I don't think I embarrassed her too much anyway, but we sure had fun doing it. We also learned a lot of things that day. I mean, I was backstage some, but one of the things that I was really impressed with was Eric and what he's doing on the manufacturing side. Wendy, certainly in terms of some of the new packaging and designs that they're coming out with for our products. And again, some of the tools that they're creating for us, including the phone app, Rapid Funnel, which we alluded to in last month. I actually, on our conference call, had Josh Colas, where we went into great detail about Rapid Funnel. So for those of you that want to learn more about it, go to our Fusion Network website, www.thefusionnetwork.net. The call is going to be posted there. You can check it out again. And it really does, it explains everything about the Rapid Funnel and how we can begin to use it. And just very quickly, I want to share with you that Sunwriter's negotiating with Rapid Funnel now. We're trying to put a deal together where we can get it not only in the United States, but around the world, and load it with content that we can all use in various languages. So very excited about that. Gala evening entertainment, as always, incredibly special. This happens to be the first act, which was a group of very young musicians, but phenomenal, and concluding with a final, stage stopper here at the end in terms of a vocalist, and great stuff. Last but not least here, I just wanted to share with everybody a couple things in terms of what we've got coming up. Wendy, you alluded to it earlier. We do have monthly meetings now in Scottsdale every single month. The next one is going to be this next week on Thursday evening, August 30th, 6:30 p.m. And again, the flyer is out there. All of us in Arizona, let's please be promoting these meetings because they are incredible. In September, we're actually going to do something bigger because we have Glenda Filan coming up from LA, or from San Diego, I should say, and Glenda's going to join us on Saturday, September 22nd, and we'll have a much bigger meeting because of Glenda's influence and some of the other leaders. So again, we have Thursday, August 30th, Saturday, September 22nd, and each month I'll be putting up the new dates on what we have going on in the months coming up. Some international stuff, a regional conference, Vancouver, BC, which I'll be going up to for October 19th and 20th, so anybody in the Vancouver area. I know that tickets are already selling very fast. As a matter of fact, I talked to Craig Pelquin yesterday. 50% of the tickets are already gone for that event, and it really hasn't even been announced yet. So if you want to go and you're in Vancouver during October 19th and 20th, please get your tickets soon. Excuse me. Same situation for Sydney, Australia. Patrick Rogers, the manager in Australia, is putting together a regional conference there for Australia and New Zealand. It's November 17th and 18th. I'll be traveling overseas for that. Again, tickets are already going fast for that. We're holding the event right down in the Circular Quay area of Sydney. Anybody that's ever been to Sydney is familiar with the Opera House and the Chain Bridge and all of that. that's right where we're going to be, right there in Circular Quay. So awesome experience. I also want to remind everybody that every Tuesday evening at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the company is providing corporate calls. And this week, it was actually Elise Hartley, the SunFit manager, talking to us about SunFit and how we can incorporate it into our business. And I want to remind everybody again that Bob and Donna Dara have set up a Rising Star Facebook page for us. And from now on, every Tuesday evening following the Sunrider corporate call, Bob and Donna are going to host a Zoom call where it'll be various topics each week. It'll be training, it'll be recognition, it'll be a lot of different things that will be covered, but hope to participate more with them on those. And then kind of last but not least, I just wanted to come back again to convention of next year. Yeah, it's in Vegas this coming year. The dates are September 23rd through the 25th, so please mark your calendar now. Those of us at convention in Anaheim this year had a chance to buy discounted tickets up front. I did exactly what all of you did. Chloe and I already have our tickets for next year, and I believe, although don't quote me on this, but I believe our new starter business pack that'll be coming out probably in October will also have a voucher for a discounted ticket if you exercise that in a certain period of time for Las Vegas, Nevada. So again, folks, let's really begin promoting right now for next September. Get as many people as we can to Las Vegas because these conventions are awesome. So again, with that, Jackie, Rachel, Wendy, Judy, can't thank you enough for all being on the call with me this month. Thank you for sharing the way that you did. And we'll look forward to hopefully, I know I'll see you all next week on Thursday night in Scottsdale. So thank you, ladies, very, very much. Until then.
Thank you so much. Later. And congratulations on all your accomplishments.
Well, thank you. We're in a team together, and that's what I love. So thanks, ladies. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.